I was so excited this week to look down at my phone and have a text from Christy Howard. This is James Howard's wife, in case you don't know.
Yep.
And she and I feel like we almost became friends. Is that okay if I tell you that?
Yes,
It just took one meeting and you're
course.
friends with Christy Howard.
Thank you.
A few months ago when you were about to launch on this journey to hike Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
So now the fun of the text that she sent me was, hey Julie, we're back. We've digested it all, and you have put together a documentary.
We have.
And you're debuting it August 16th.
We are at the Barrelhouse, and from 6 to 9. And the Lookout Wild Film Festival is putting on kind of like a mini festival, and it's going to be 2 films. Ours is the second one, and it's going to be a fun evening, a moving evening, hopefully.
So I realized I didn't quite set the story up the right way, and you know, we're a small town in Chattanooga, and so many of you watching probably know Christy anyway, and you've probably heard about her story. But Christy has epilepsy, and you're very upfront and open about it. I think James is too.
Yes.
So this was a challenge you kind of wanted to face on your own. So tell us the story.
Well, I kind of treated that I had epilepsy just as like a normal thing, you know, it's part of my life. But James asked me if I wanted to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. And I love being outside. I love hiking, and my whole family does. And, you know, at first I was like, but I was like, if we're going to do this, let's have a reason. So I said epilepsy awareness. And you know, people come in even to schools and businesses and explain what you're supposed to do if you see someone have a seizure. But I wanted it to be more of an awareness, like of what you go through emotionally, and not just me, what my family goes through. And I wanted people, not who has epilepsy even, but whatever they're going through, that we need somebody. We need somebody with us. And we can't do life alone. And I had 12 people on my team, and I could not have done this climb without them. I needed that encouragement.
I remember when you were here before y'all left, and you were telling me, this has stuck with me, because the height elevation, of course, was going to be extensive.
Yes.
And you had something that you were using, and you would like clean your house while you breathed in this tank, right? It was like oxygen deprivation in a way?
It is. And you could adjust it and kind of gradually adjust it to where you're at like 3,000 altitude or 6,000, and then go up to 12,000 feet altitude. And so you had to learn how to breathe slower and just kind of calm yourself down and get used to the higher altitude.
So I want to talk a little bit about the documentary. You know, editing in television is a big thing, so certainly in film. And it's fun, and yet it's challenging to have all this material, and how do you glean the most powerful?
Yes.
Did you have a hand in the process?
I did. Of course, James kind of directed it all, but we had some people come over, interview us, and then we used video that we took on the climb. And so the girls, our 2 girls, were interviewed, and there was a lot to do, and I didn't realize everything that there was. And then you might have 2 hours or 3 hours of things that you have to decide what's really important, what says the most, and
in
what
3 minutes.
Yes, and what you have to cut out.
Right.
And that's hard.
So I want to talk then too about the emotional part of it, because you said that you wanted to have people focus on the emotional side and the group that it takes. And I think part of your hope is that this will reach people whatever their challenge in life might be.
Right.
You mentioned this has been almost a lifelong issue for you, right? You were diagnosed when you were young.
Right after I turned 16. And then I was told I couldn't drive.
Oh.
That was a blow. That was, that crushed me.
And that's never changed for you?
No.
So it's very easy. I think we live in a world that we're very quick to say, oh, I can't because. So, and I'm sure your girls probably tell you all the time what a role model you are for them because they've watched you champion struggles. Are you kind of hoping people will walk away with that take?
Yes. And when people ask me, how are you doing? Usually I say, I'm fine. Or if it's been a rough week, but not go into it. And I think that we need to find somebody that we can just vent to, ask for help, whatever we need. Because if you're going through a divorce, or you've lost a family member, or you're going through some kind of illness, I've learned through the years, and I've had to humble myself. I can't do it alone. And so finally, I just opened up, and I wanted to let people know it's okay. You know, it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to just say, I need a friend.
That is a difficult thing for most of us to do.
It is.
We think we're supposed to carry it all right here.
Exactly.
I want to talk to you too about this. I have had a situation in my life with one of my children that was about 8 years of a medical journey, and it was exhausting. But I was really told to kind of stop in my search, and I just wasn't willing to do that. And so I plowed ahead and plowed ahead. I traveled a lot, and I know you and James have had to do that too. Your answers haven't always been right here in Chattanooga.
Right.
So if somebody's watching and they have a challenge that might be a medical one, don't take answers that don't make sense to you. Like keep knocking on doors.
Right. And it's okay to get advice from people, but it's okay to go to different doctors, but and just to reach out to people. I had a mom who called me. Her daughter has epilepsy. She's 16. She's about to drive, and she's lost some family members. And she said, I don't know what to do. You know, what do I do? I've got to be a mom. I've got to take care of her. I got to find the answers. And so we talked for quite a while, and I said, let's just have coffee, and you can just vent, or we can not talk about anything like this. But it's okay. Sometimes I think you have to look after yourself. If you're helping somebody else, you have to look at yourself before you can help.
That makes sense.
You know, your family member.
So we can come watch it. Yours is 22 minutes.
Yes.
On August 16th
Yes.
at Barrelhouse Ballroom.
Yes.
Are you trying to have any of the proceeds go back to the Epilepsy Foundation? Can
Not
you make a
necessarily.
donation?
Well, you can always make a donation, yes.
Okay.
And we will have a table set up, and where people can talk to us and talk to the team and kind of get more an understanding of why we did this and kind of how difficult it is. But just all the emotions and everything that was involved. And I've learned that the team, every single one of them had something that they were going through.
Wow. Okay, so let's see you there. Look
Yes.
out Wild. It's kind of a mini film festival.
Right.
Just the two.
Right.
August 16th at 5 at the Barrelhouse Ballroom on
Yes.
Long Street. The film is called Champions of the Golden Valley.
That's the first film.
That's the first one.
Mine is Scraped Knees.
Scraped Knees.
And that is a wonderful film too. So
Congratulations to
thank you.
And thank you for coming our way.
I appreciate you letting me.
You're my friend.
Thank you.
I just can't thank you enough for making me a part of this group.